What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck, real Cowboys fan stand up, and today I want to talk about the archer, Brandin Cooks. The Dallas Cowboys finally figured out a way to get Brandin Cooks involved, and man, did he finally explode versus the New York Giants. And when you watch Brandin Cooks, the one thing I felt like he can really bring to our offense is cooking man defense. If you go back to the 49ers game, that's what we really struggled with. But what I like the most about Mike McCarthy, he didn't let ego get in the way, and he has found out a way to really beat man. So as we go through the film, you'll see what Brandin Cooks is able to do versus man coverage, because if you look at it, he had 10 targets, 9 receptions for 173 yards and 1 touchdown, but a lot of it was versus cover one man. So now Mike McCarthy is putting out there, if you play us man, you might get cooked. So let's go ahead and get into this first play. So you'll see Brandin Cooks line up, and what's going to be just a simple inside slant, but it shows the versatility of what he's able to do. Easy throw for Dak Prescott. Now, if you guys remember back to that San Francisco game, like there's a lot going on, we ran a play similar like this that turned to an interception with Michael Gallup, right, when we were in 2 slants. But we ran them at the same length with the inside wide receiver, which is CeeDee Lamb, and Michael Gallup both ran the inside slants at the same depth, which led to an interception. So it looks like this week versus the Giants, the Cowboys learned from the mistake, got different depths on the slants. So you have Brandin Cooks, because if you didn't have Cooks on the outside, then more than likely, since this middle linebacker is pretty much staying stagnant, you could have went to CeeDee Lamb. But Dak Prescott liked the opportunity and the look with Brandin Cooks, and just a simple completion. And the thing that really got me excited out there, I was out there at the game, we made a conscious decision to get Brandin Cooks involved early and often out the gate. And I love that from Mike McCarthy. He's not letting ego get in his way when it comes to this Cowboys offense. On the second play right here, just a simple corner flat concept. And what you're going to see is kind of a natural pick route when it comes to Michael Gallup up top. But you're going to get Brandin Cooks the ball out here in the flat. Once again versus man. Easy throw. Easy quick throw for Dak Prescott to complete right there. And pretty much this corner is matched up. He has to climb through all this garbage with Michael Gallup, or they can always switch off, but they didn't. And that's an easy completion. And Brandin Cooks is a guy, we know the speed and capacity that he definitely brings to our offense, that he can turn upfield and he can make things happen. And you'll see that on some of these upcoming plays. Now, if you go to a lot of our coverage this offseason, right? I had my guy Henny the Moron, my guy Professor O, the list goes on and on. We were talking about mesh concepts, more crossing routes, and getting our wide receivers the ball in space where they can use their God-given ability. And right now, you're going to see, once again, they're playing off man, but you're going to run double crossing routes. Brandin Cooks and CeeDee Lamb. Easy completion, and there's that upfield. It's that upfield ability, and Brandin Cooks is able to turn. So if you look at it just from this capacity, y'all, so this corner has to follow Brandin Cooks through all of this garbage, and he's already playing off coverage. So just with the speed alone, this is very difficult for any NFL corner to cover, because look at the space that you have. You also have CeeDee Lamb on the deep crossing route right there. So you got to fight through this garbage. Like, this is what you do to kill zone. And it works often. If you go back to 2021, I did a film breakdown on Trayvon Diggs, right? And we played the Carolina Panthers. And remember, DJ Moore got that big completion. That's what they ran. That's what a lot of teams ran versus Trayvon Diggs, because it's really hard to coverage. It comes down to communication. Like a lot of NFL corners, I don't care how elite you are, that is a tough play to cover. So when you get those man looks, those crossing routes, you definitely have to go to. When we talked about the San Francisco 49ers, when I broke down the Rams versus the 49ers, what did the Rams run a lot versus the 49ers defense when they played man? Was those deep crossing routes to Puka Nacua, and they had some success with it. It seems like the Dallas Cowboys are finally starting to pick up on it. On this play right here, we're in an empty formation, and once again, going to recognize the man coverage. You got one-on-one. And he gets a good job getting this outside release. You're going to have Jalen Tolbert hold this corner right down here on this out route. And that's just a simple corner route. Dak throwing with anticipation. Look at this. Dak is already knowing this is easy money. As soon as he has this corner right here on his outside shoulder, right, the flag is already up. Brandin Cooks already saying, I got him, bro, because he knows this corner is going to get held down here, and there's nobody up top to really come up there and contest this throw. So that's an easy completion. Boom, touchdown, Brandin Cooks. And man, I love this celebration, the Archer celebration. That's my favorite celebration. If you saw me on the Jumbotron at the game at AT&T Stadium, what was Jay Tuck on the Jumbotron doing? I was letting them bow and arrows fly, and bam, the Archer strikes again. On this play right here, just a simple, this is just, you know what? My guy is better than your guy. You know, you got, once again, you got single high coverage, man defense, and Dak's just saying, you can't keep up, little bro. He's going to simple outside go route. Boom. And as soon as he's stacked right there, we letting it fly. And luckily, the shoelace tackle, because if not, he probably would have broke off to the races. But you see this safety, right? The single high safety, he's already shifting his leverage over here to the right side, because he's probably focusing on CeeDee Lamb and also Jake Ferguson's side as well. But you leave that one-on-one, you got to make them pay. And this is what I was talking about, Cowboys Nation. I know a lot of people are saying, Tuck, it was just the Giants, Yeah, that's very high level, surface level football. We don't do that here in CFO Sports. What we're talking about is Mike McCarthy is now putting things on film. So if we're the Panthers, right, defensive coordinator, I have to know, okay, if I come out in single high coverage and I leave my corners manned up, there's a possibility I can get cooked. So I might have to scheme for that. And so the more things that we do offensively, you have to plan for it. So how do you combat that, right? You might have to deploy and run two high safeties, right? So if you go two high safeties, then that might give you opportunity for the run game to get involved. So it's really just setting up your jab for future knockout blows, but this is definitely a knockout blow. And I've been asking for this for weeks. If you line up one-on-one versus Cooks or Kevontae Turpin, you have to make these teams pay. And Mike McCarthy went out there and did that. And this play is not man, it's a simple cover 3 coverage. We got Brandin Cooks lined up in the inside. And you'll see with this corner out, by him getting this inside release, it really puts stress on this safety here, right? Because whenever it's cover 3, you got to make this safety make a decision. And you see right here, he could have went out. So he thought he was going to cut out to the outside right there. But instead, he turns up, gets this corner route, this deep corner route. And by then, it's already open. Good completion. Great throw from Dak Prescott right there. So just that speed to get this safety on his heels, because he could go right here in the seam. Like, what's really going to happen? Bam. Got him right there. The distance of separation. Turning. Great throw from your quarterback. Completion. Brandin Cooks is in his zone. He's flexing. I'm just flexing. Big game from number 3. And this last play right here, got Brandin Cooks lined up in the inside. You're going to have CeeDee Lamb come into motion. And if you watch the channel, right, what is that signal, right? You see this corner traveling along with CeeDee Lamb, so Dak knows, I got him in man. Got him in man again, right? They ain't learned their lesson. Got him in man again. Simple slant. Put it on the money. Off to the races. And this is the value that Brandin Cooks gives you. He can turn a simple slant just like this, a simple just drop back quick slant, and get you about 35 yards from it. Boom. Off to the races. Because honestly, look at it from this standpoint, right? We took the slant, but you also had CeeDee Lamb right there wide open as well. But, you know, CeeDee Lamb's been getting busy. CeeDee Lamb had a hell of a day too. Let Brandin Cooks get some. Let Brandin Cooks cook a little bit. And he definitely did on Sunday. And I'm looking forward to next week, because I think the trend is definitely going to continue, man. So comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. And the Archer is finally here, Cowboys Nation. Let's get it. Peace.